Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm going to review a new mouse from Razer, and this new model is called Viper. Razer was very kind to send me one for review, so here it is. So the Razer Viper is a 16,000 dpi wired gaming mouse that, in order to register mouse clicks, it employs some new optical mouse switches equipped with infrared beams instead of the usual mechanical ones. As explained by Razer, the standard traditional mechanical switches register clicks by using long metal strips that act like diving boards, and sometimes clicking a mouse button creates a spring effect which generates subsequent vibrations even after you've lifted off. So your computer then has to ignore this, otherwise there will be accidental clicks being generated. And I have to mention, the well-defined left and right clicks are the only buttons that features Razer's new optical mouse switches. Razer claims the Viper is its fastest and most accurate gaming mouse, which is designed specifically for pro-level esports competitive gaming. Yet despite all this cutting-edge tech precision offered by this mouse, it comes in at a surprisingly reasonable price of $79.99. The Razer Viper sports a cool ambidextrous design with two textured rubber side grips and a few slick lines of glossy plastic. It's a serious looking mouse that sticks to a completely black paint scheme with only one RGB area at the top, and that is the Razer logo, and it is invisible if you turn off the RGB light, which is kinda cool. That's pretty much it. It's really not here to put on a show, and it looks just great this way. The slightly hourglass shaped silhouette of the Razer Vipers follows a very traditional design for ambidextrous gaming mice similar to the G Pro Wireless, which works well and feels well in hand. The two sides of the mouse are slightly scooped out, which gives your thumb, ring finger and pinky just enough area to grip the sides. But to enjoy the benefit of the Viper's ambidextrous design, you need to use the Razer Synapse software to flip the controls to the opposing side. Now, speaking of the grip of this mouse, I think this is better suited for palm grip users, which will feel right at home with this low height mouse. But players who prefer a claw style grip will also be able to enjoy this, while fingertip users might find this model a little too long. The Viper has 8 buttons in total. The clicky and recessed left side buttons feels great to the touch, while the right side buttons are kinda awkward to use due to their position, but if you rarely use them anyway, you won't even know they are there. For me, it's impossible to hit accidentally. Also, the scroll wheel does not act as a DPI button. The DPI button has been moved to the bottom of the mouse. For some players this might be useful, but some might consider this as a downside. With all this being said about the design of the new Viper, Razer focused a lot on making it very light, which weighs around only 69 grams. And in case you're wondering, there are no optional weights here, so those looking for a heavier mouse will have to choose something else. This new Viper model also features the new Speedflex cable, which is essentially a sleeved cable with a finer and tighter stitch. I noticed that the sleeve on this new cable is a little thicker and looser than on the company's previous gaming mice, so I had my doubts about this Speedflex cable, but to my surprise it's more flexible and drags less often. Definitely a lightweight feeling. Now onto the software available for this new Viper mouse. We have the Razer Synapse 3. Setting up the Viper is simple enough. This software has 4 tabs to customize the button layouts, sensor performance, the RGB lighting, and also calibrate the sensor to your own surface, alongside the lift-off distance option. I always prefer this to be as low as possible, so kudos to Razer for supporting this. The DPI is adjustable from 100 up to 16,000, and this mouse also supports 125, 500 and 1000 Hz polling rates, which is pretty standard here. These settings I've mentioned can be stored in the Viper's onboard memory, except for the macros, which can only be played when Razer Synapse is running in the background, so if you shut it down, macros will stop working. Closing thoughts about this new mouse: it looks great, feels very solid and well built, but the new optical switches really don't feel all that different from gaming with a regular mouse that uses traditional mechanical switches. But don't take this as a downside. The quicker response time definitely allows you to click faster, but not many users would notice a difference. Anyway, I think the Razer Viper is worth the money overall. It feels well in hand, especially due to its low weight, and the new Speedflex cable also helps a lot. So thank you very much for watching this review, and I hope to see you next time.